what's going on? This is Luis Torres coming at you with another video here. We're going to be making more cold calls here in the neighborhood. Every day we wake up, we want to make sure that we're being productive, that we're actually making calls, we're actually taking little steps every single day in order for us to be able to better serve the community. And as far as getting our business out and going, I like to make these cold calls and record them for you so that not only will you be informed as a buyer or as a seller, but also if you're a realtor watching this and trying to steal some ideas from me, for sure, come on in, you gentle thief, and come in and take some ideas for yourself as well. Every single day, I try to make sure that when I wake up, you never know who you're going to call. You never know who's going to make contact with you and whatnot. There's all these possibilities that always happen. So we are always ready to make, moves and always ready to just make the next person make their day, basically, right? If they're looking to buy or sell, if they have a problem that they need to have solved and they're hesitant to reach out to the world of realtors, because not every realtor comes in the same exact package, right? As you know, there's some realtors that are very easygoing, lovely to work with, obviously, wink, wink. But at the same time, there's other realtors that just want to get, the day over with, or they're very overworked or burned out. And, that also comes across as being perhaps a little bit more difficult to work with or whatnot. But as long as you have the right head on your shoulders and you have the right mindset when it comes to working with the public and whatnot, and understanding how to overcome certain, mental obstacles, the person who's a realtor should be easy to work with. And if it's hard to find somebody here in Illinois for you to work with, by all means, reach out to me, and I will definitely give you a hand with that transaction for sure. So today's cold call session is going to be here in the Aurora area, and I'm going to try to make sure that everybody that I call gets proper respect. I'll be making cold calls, right? These are not actual follow-up calls. These are people that I've never met before. I didn't prepare them for anything, but I still want to make sure that they're being heard, that if they have a need to, work with a realtor, I'm the one on the phone with them today, in their face, basically, and, getting this done. I have people that I want to call today. So without further ado, I will be keeping score so you'll know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I want to make sure that, there's people here, because they're desperate. They are right now saying,
oh, I really wish Luis the broker, Luis Torres, would call me right now and
make this happen. So I'm going to go rescue that person right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my headset. So without further ado, I will go ahead and start the dialer up. We are rolling, okay? We got some calls going in, and I'll also be talking about while we're in between the home selling process. All right, so strike one. This is a voicemail. All right, so here we go. We are dialing numbers today. The goal is to get at least 2 emails, obviously to have an appointment set up so we can see and list a house for sale. And the theme of today basically has been how to price properties. Another voicemail, strike 2. And I was actually live just a while ago here on my Facebook circle of influence, you could say. And I was just basically showing how I, as a realtor, comp properties. But market value of your house has a lot to do with where you are located, the condition of the property, and whatnot. So you want to make sure that the current market condition as well is probably, in the favor. If you're looking for a high price, consider what the market is doing. That's why it's important for you to call a realtor so that they can let you know what to look for and whatnot. Okay. So basically, that's what we'll be going through in this video here, as we are making some calls. Another voicemail, strike number 3, 1 out. Yes. So if you are thinking about selling your house, understand the market conditions right now. Now here I am in the Fox Valley market. We service the Aurora area, Montgomery, Oswego, in this area here. Obviously, if you're from out of town, make sure to consult with your local realtor. They will be able to see the market conditions, let you know whether or not it's a seller's market or a buyer's market. And, the pricing of the property will be affected by whether or not it's a buyer's market or not. Strike 1. All right, here we go. All right, so we're trying to beat last week's score. We only scored 1 run last week, so it should be easy to score more runs. If you are interested to see how I score my properties, how I score my cold call games, reach out to me on Luis the Broker, at Luis the Broker on my Instagram page. I have there a graphic that shows you how I actually go about doing this work for us, okay? All right, so let me make sure that we're going here. I'm gonna leave a manual voice. Hey, good morning. This is Luis Torres with Cobblestone Realty. Hope you're having a good morning so far. When you get a chance, I'd love for you to give me a call back. I got some market information I'd like to share with you. My phone number is 630-777-4597. Have a great day. Okay, so that was a strike two. One out here, no runners on base. All right. Sounds good. 1 second. ¿Cómo está hoy? She was very pleasant, and then the name here is not even the name that she has. But I'll call her back in 6 months. She doesn't seem motivated to move out. She's been living in this property for 20 years, so you never know. It's better to live in a home than to rent it, in my opinion. Not just because I'm a realtor, but you really do have equity. Even if it is a 10% or whatever, it doesn't mean that renting a property is 100% interest anyway. So even if the rates got up to 10%, which right now we're at 7, it shouldn't be a demotivator for you to not move. So anyway, with this particular person, I got the contact information. I'll call them back in 6 months to see where they stand. So with that said, I think I'll consider this to be a base hit. So now we got a runner on first base. Very good. And now we have 0 outs. So there we are. Okay, keep moving. Hopefully the focus remains. We'll call back somebody here. Good morning. I'm looking for Steven. Hey, good morning, Steven. This is Luis Torres with Cobblestone Realty. How's your day going? Good. I'm happy to hear that. It's a nice cold day out there. But Steven, I was looking up the neighborhood here, and it looks like 2 properties sold in the last 30 days. Where are you as far as buying or selling anything this year? So you're probably the one that we were looking at here, that the property that sold in 30 days ago. Okay. Congratulations, Steven. In the future, in the next 5 or 10 years, if you do make a move, do you have a realtor you'd work with again? Yeah. Perfect. That sounds good. Of course. Hey, well, it always helps to have someone else in your corner. Would it be okay if I at least email you my information in case you need a reference? Absolutely. Yeah, what would it be here, Steven? And congratulations, and yeah, have a great day, Steven. I appreciate it. All right, bye-bye. That worked out well. Hey, everything worked out here with this one. He's got a realtor, and recently I actually have been working on, getting the objection handler, right? The objection is, hey, well, I already got a realtor I work with, so don't, But I said to him, hey, it always helps to have another person in your corner, right? I've been practicing that script for the last 2 days, and now I was able to execute that. And from that, I was able to get an email address from that. I value email addresses because an email actually is sort of like an invitation to solicit a little bit further down the road, right? So they'll be in my email list forever. As long as I have that email list, I'll continue to send weekly, market information and whatnot. So with that said, he did get an email today, and I'm very excited about it. And look, there we go. Because we kept practicing. So with that said, boom. That is a home run, right? That's how it works here. So with that said, we got ourselves 2 runs on the board. And with that said, we already are winning the game compared to last week. So yes, first inning, 1 out. The bases are cleared now. We got a 2-run home run. So cue the applause. Very good. All right, we're going to keep it moving. So that was our email right there. So Steve's email. Very good. Our goal is to have 2, so let's keep it moving. All right. Yeah, so what affects market value? Well, think about it. Physical aspects of the property, right? Is the property, is it run down? Is it in poor condition? Is it outdated? Is the major appliances like the furnace, the water heater out of repair? Hello? Hello? All right, that was a no contact. All right, so that's going to be considered what, a strike, right? It's kind of similar to a voicemail, but Very good. Strike two, another voicemail. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, so another thing that affects market value of your house is consider, yeah, the overall condition of the house. So if you're thinking about selling in the next 3 to 6 months, even a year, obviously start taking care of your house, right? Don't break it down, but consider, what things will make it look good. By the way, that's strike three, two outs now. Boom. All right, let's get that voicemail. There you go. The button wasn't working. Yeah, so consider fixing up the place, sprucing it up. Know what the buyers are looking for. If you have any, if you don't have a clue as to what buyers are looking for sure, by all means, reach out to me and I can give you some photographs of what modern looks are looking like, what buyers are looking for at the moment. For sure, reach out to me. I can definitely show you what properties. And this is a cool little hack as well. Let's say that, for example, your interior design muscle is like not good, you want to work out that muscle. Hey, reach out to me, because what I can do is show you photos of other homes in your neighborhood that have really nice decorations, and you can get lots of ideas from that. Okay, so strike one here. That's what I did with my own house. Got ideas about how to organize and decorate my house just based on what other people in the neighborhood have done. All right, strike two here in the first inning. Let's get it right. There we go. Strike two. All right, so in this first inning, we have 2 outs, 2 strikes. So the next one, if it's a voicemail, will be considered a strike. All right, we'll just go with that. All right, very good. Yes, so the location also affects market value. So if your house is located in a wooded area away from most of the residential spots, yeah, that's going to affect market value. You really cannot, you really cannot price your house according to what the downtown area is priced, right? So, hello? Yeah, how's it going? I'm looking for Nicholas. Nicholas, this is Luis. I'm a realtor here in Aurora. Yeah. Hey, I was just giving you. I'm doing very well this morning. It looks like 2 properties sold in the neighborhood there in the last month. And I want to see where you here in between Orchard Road. See where you are as far as buying or selling any time this year. I love hearing that for sure. Yeah, distressed. Are you looking at just single family homes or also like townhomes? Multi. Yeah, those are preferred, right? Okay. Okay. And is there a particular price range that you have in mind? No, just as long as the numbers make sense at the end of the day. Yeah, sounds good. Exactly, right. Why get into it in the first place? Have you seen a lot of activity with this market? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, mhm. Information, build a network, help others out as much as possible, especially the investors. Investors are a really key, uh, you know, key component, I guess you could say, in the neighborhood here, because they are responsible for getting these distressed properties and fixing them up. There's nothing wrong with that. It's really giving a value to the area. This is what I was talking about. The market value of a home is also has to do with the neighborhood. So someone that's an investor here who takes distressed properties and makes them shine, you could say, also adds value to your home. So yeah, for sure, working with investors is a great thing to do. We here will be serving them. No problem, Nick. When I reach out to those, if for sure they want to sell or list their property, I'll give you guys a call before I actually list it out there. And I'll tailor make an area here for you. And if you want, I could just email you those listings as they come up. Is that okay? Perfect. Okay. Of course, Nick. It was a pleasure speaking with you. Yep, we'll be in touch. You got it. Bye bye. Okay, I unfortunately accidentally stepped on the power source. I have a makeshift little connection here, so unfortunately, oh, that's fine. All right, yeah, we've been on, going live for a while here. That was actually a home run right there. So this is, see, in my scorekeeping method, right? If it's a buyer seller, if they're looking to buy or sell, if that's an actual listing appointment or buyer consultation, this is an investor, right? So I did get the email, so that counts as a home run. An investor could be potential, many leads in the future. We don't know. But the point is, at least for scorekeeping now, I'll just consider this one-run home run. So with that said, I got ourselves another one on the board here in the first inning. And yeah, so let me just make sure that I don't erase any useful information that I have here, because yeah, it was important for me to record this information here, obviously. So let me go ahead and go back to Mojo. And that was a mistake. I wasn't aware that the cord was there, and then midway through my conversation, I give kudos to Mojo for not canceling out the call midway, right? So yeah, we got ourselves another cash buyer, another person that's looking to buy anytime soon. They're looking for distressed properties. And yeah, we're definitely here for that. If someone is looking to sell prior to going on the MLS, if they are already willing to buy, why not, sell the property as soon as possible? That's what we're about. Luis the Broker is about bringing together problems and solutions, bringing solutions to problems, bringing buyers to distressed situations, distressed properties, and making the deal happen there. We just are cupids of real estate, where we are bringing together this person in holy transactional harmony. So that's what we do here in real estate, here with Luis the Broker, making sure that things go right the first time. So actually, I'm really hungry right now. I want to make sure that I just make about 10 minutes more of time, because I don't know what 10 more minutes of calling will accomplish, right? So with that said, let me go ahead and pull up the downloader one more time. Unfortunately, it's like swimming. You go swimming in a swimming pool, you get in the water and you start getting wet, and your body adjusts to the temperature and everything else, and you get used to it. You don't want to leave the swimming pool after you start working, swimming around. You get used to it. It's hard to get you out of the water. I have about maybe 15 minutes left until I get on another meeting here, but I still want to make sure that, you never know. It's like a fisherman as well. I have so many different types of analogies and illustrations, but I want to make sure that we are getting our line in the water as much as possible. So here we are. We're dialing up the dialer real quick. Oops, we got the wrong pin. We've been live on Facebook already for about almost an hour. Yep, I see you guys. Thank you for the reactions. Thank you so much for that. What matters when you are making price? What matters is, again, there's many things that affect market value. It's location, it's the age of the home, it's the condition of the property, it's the market, it's the pictures, it's the square footage. There's a lot of factors that go into actually pricing a property. So if you're looking for someone to price a house for you, by all means reach out to Luis Torres. He's a really great guy. He lives shameless plug. I always do those, but I talk about the importance of that in another video here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Luis the Broker. Also on YouTube, you can find me there. Just click the link in the bio on the Instagram account. For sure, you could reach out to me and message me at any time if you have any questions whatsoever, okay? So here we go. We are logged in. All right, see real quick right here. Log into the MLS while I start the dials going. So far today, we've actually dialed about almost 30 people. We've already called, made contact with 3 of them right now. And we already got 2 emails out of the 3. So far, it's been a really productive day. Let's see here. And we're still in the first inning. And the score is 3-1. So we already beat last week's score, productivity score. Keep it going here. Hanging out in the home office today, the home headquarters. I got the home team here. I got the fans, the babies. Hey, good morning. This is Luis Torres with Cobblestone Realty. Hope you're having a great day so far. When you get a chance, I'd love for you to give me a call back. I got some market information I'd like to share with you. The phone number is 630-777-4597. Great. I look forward to your call. Thank you very much. Okay. See here. Pull up the results. Trying to see some market information. All right. So yeah, this particular area, I see 2 closed listings and 3 under contract, and then 3 active and 1 new. So that's the market activity that's going on in this area here. Not the most busy, but we'll see. I've seen other areas that have 7 properties sold. This one only has 2 in the last 30 days. Yes, it is October, but every day, new listings are occurring. As a matter of fact, those that are in the Aurora area, I'll let you know that in the last week, 27 new listings have been added to the MLS, and 25 have closed in just the last week. 25 closed, and just yesterday, 7 properties closed yesterday just in Aurora, and 5 new listings were added to the Aurora area here. So that's why every day there's always activity, and this is how we find them. How about we find you guys? Hi, good morning. This is Luis Torres with Cobblestone Realty. Hope you're having a good morning so far. When you get a chance, I'd love for you to give me a call back. I have some market information I'd like to share with you. With that said, yeah, give me a call back. Thank you. I almost forgot to keep up the score here, but so far we have 2 strikes and 2 outs here in the first inning. The score is 3-1. Don't know how to pronounce this name. Voicemail. Strike 3. You're out. All right, second inning. Here we go. Boom. Come on. Oh, that's how you do it? Okay, cool. There we go. Let's keep it going. Good results so far. Got ourselves 2 emails already. We connected with an investor that's looking to make a move, looking to buy more properties. So now we're working with 6 buyers currently right now, and 1 potential seller as we stand here this week. Strike 1. All right, there we go. Yeah, so what affects market value as well is the current market conditions as well, right? We're talking here in the theme of this cold call video session. What affects market value? We already talked about the physical aspects of the property, what needs to be done in order to get the highest maximum price, but that is only a limit. There's only a limit to that. There is also another factor, which is not even influenced by your efforts with the house. You can fix it up, you can add a bathtub or a hot tub, you can add a pool, you can add a basketball court or bowling alley to your house. But if the market conditions are not favorable, if you don't know what the news is like, something like the war in Ukraine, right? That can have an influence on the market prices. Ultimately, in the macro scale, the micro scale, it could still be a seller's market or whatnot. It just, a lot of things matter, right? Yeah, strike 3, you're out. Okay, we got 1 out here in the second inning. Yeah, so interest rates also affect property value. As we see now currently, if rates are a little higher than people are used to, 1 strike. If the interest rates are higher than people are used to, then that's gonna affect the price. You might have to lower the price in order to meet buyers halfway or whatnot. There's buyer demand as well. See, here in the rural market, there's still a lot of demand out there for properties. Like I said before, there's currently October 20th, 2022, there's about 17 showings per listing. So again, that shows you how things are going like, right? Absolutely. The other thing is recently sold properties. That also matters. So if your neighbors are selling their houses for more than what you bought your house for, hey, that's good news. Call up your mother, call up your friends and be like, hey, I got some great news for you. And they're like, what, is it my birthday? No, my property values are high. Okay? They're going to say, right? But the thing is, yeah, that also matters and that affects market value. And the final thing that I want to say about market value is the competition. You say, what's competition? Again, we spoke about this here in the Facebook Live, but competition is basically what the entire little scope, the market, right? The half a mile radius, right, around your home, what those properties are actively selling the house for. So the houses that have a for sale sign outside right now that are currently not under contract, that actually influences the value of the property there. Okay, so for sure, if you're thinking about selling, either whether it's here in October or if you're watching this video in January 2023 or June 2025, whatever it is, make sure that you're pricing your property to sell. That's also very important, because if you want your house to be sold quickly. Hi, I'm looking for Luciano. Obviously, wrong number. So we will not consider that a contact. That's going to be considered a ball. In my book, didn't go nowhere. There was no voicemail left. So anyway, if you want your house to sell quickly, then you'll price it competitively. If you think, you know what, I really want to get the maximum amount of money for my house, which happens a lot, right? I mean, we get attached to ourselves. If you look at the mirror every day, you're going to think yourself that you're a stud or whatnot, right? Even though the world out there might think that you aren't. Not to be making fun of nobody, but, you know, that's just a fact of life, that what we're exposed to often, we tend to, you know, think of it as more attractive than it probably is in real life, because you are exposed to that often. So in your house, you're in your house all the time. You're in your house, you see it every day, you think your house is a gem. Therefore, you think that the price of the house is up there, but you have to wait until the market itself lays eyes on your house to really factor in, you know, whether or not you really look good. You know, if you consider, for example, the dating scene, let's say a young man is trying to get with this woman, he thinks, hold on a second, hello? Hi, good morning, I'm looking for Doris. Hi Doris, this is Luis Torres with Cobblestone Realty. How you doing? Yeah, Luis Torres, I'm a realtor here in Aurora. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Habla español, verdad? Que bueno, yo también en veces hablo español, pero no me sirve muy bien. Pero mire, Doris, estaba viendo aquí el vecindario, se ve como que se vendieron 2 casas el último mes. Nomás quería saber, Doris, si usted ha pensado en quizás comprar o vender propiedad este año. No, nada, ¿verdad? Oh, mire, pues está bien. ¿Ahorita está rentando o es dueña de casa? Oh, wow, ¿cuántos años tienes ahí viviendo? ¿Cuánto tiempo tiene ahí usted? Ajá, sí. Oh, desde noviembre. Oh, 6 años. Ok, wow. ¿Y antes de ahí, dónde vivía antes usted? ¿Aquí en Aurora siempre? Oh, ok. Sí, apenas hablé con alguien que tiene 23 años en la misma casa y pues andan rentando. Y pues sí, usted lo tiene la ventaja porque usted es dueña de casa, so, es muy bien. Sí, pues está bien, Doris, gracias por su tiempo. Espero que todo salga bien. ¿Está bien si quizás le puedo mandar mi información por correo electrónico? Sí. Doris, ¿tienes un correo electrónico que le puedo mandar mi información? Ok, está bien, pues Doris, gracias por su tiempo. Ándale, ándale, bye bye. So here we go. Let's make sure that we get the information in. All right. Yeah. So it looks like she doesn't have an email. I will give myself credit for that. See, one of the new rules that I have here is that I will be considering it an intentional walk if I induce a conversation with somebody. So if they're able to open up a little bit more, ask more conversation-inducing questions. Therefore, I'll be able to, you know, get that going. For me personally, I see that as a tactic to grow and expand and grow. Yeah, obviously, improve myself in my situation. So because of that, I added myself on base. That's considered a 4 balls. In other words, an intentional walk in the baseball world. Yeah. So with that said, I got myself on base, 1 out. Nothing came out of it, but still, because I was able to have a conversation with her that lasted longer than the standard questions, you know, I gave myself that benefit, right? So I applaud that. You know, intentionally walk. Minutes here left. Here we go. Strike 1 on this person here. So pricing your home to sell. A listing generates the most interest for buyers when it goes on the market in the first couple of days. You got to remember that when you put your house out on the market, the first couple of days, it's like fresh meat, right? Everybody wants to get there. Everybody wants to get their hands on it. They want to see what's going on. And so in the same way, make sure to have that in mind when you are pricing your house, that the maximum amount of exposure is right when it hits the market. So if it's priced right, it'll go under contract soon after that. But if it's not priced right, then what's going to happen is it's just going to sit there and sit there and sit there. Voicemail, strike 2. All right, let's see here. If we strike out in this inning, I'm going to wrap up the game here. I got to take a meeting coming up soon. So for sure, I'm gonna reach out and do that. So far, we made about almost 60 calls. It's a very small calling session. It's only been about 30 minutes, really. But anyway, let me just wrap up the idea here. If you want to sell your house, right, you want to make sure you price it right when it starts. If you start too high and drop the price, it definitely can hurt your listing. It'll make it appear as though something is wrong and now you're getting desperate to sell. And now the buyers smell blood in the water, right? And you start to drop the price, they'll start to lowball you. And once they lowball you, if you really are desperate, you might end up losing tens of thousands of dollars. So listen to your realtor, listen to Luis the broker here, who is going to let you know how to price your property right the first time. Strike 3, 2 outs. Really quick here. Also, other things you consider here is buyers are often hesitant to buy homes that have been sitting on the market. And that's true. If a house has been on the market for 30, 45, 60 days, 90 days, are they going to be wanting to buy the house? Probably not. It's not as hot. It's not as in demand as others have been, right? When you go to a supermarket, you don't want to buy the apples that have been there for 2 weeks, right? Obviously not. And even a week later, I mean, you try to buy some bananas, the first 10 days, they're going to start to look and appear yellow and appear brown. And that's the last thing you want to happen. Hello? Strike 1. And so yeah, competitive pricing generates the most showings and offers. So if you want your house to be popular, you got to be accessible. You got to have the price range within range, right? I have a couple of dogs here, and whenever I want them to jump up or whatever, I dangle the food close enough to them so that they can start to jump for it. Hello, I'm a realtor here in Aurora. I'm looking for Elliot. How's it going, Elliot? Yeah, so this morning I was looking up the neighborhood and I see 2 houses. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, well, yeah, when the time comes, I'd love to help you out with that, Elliot. Sounds good. Thank you for your time. We'll be in touch. All right, bye-bye. This is a potential lead for the future, right? For next year. He's looking to sell. He doesn't have a realtor. This is why I tried to ask him some more questions right now to sort of gather that information, that intelligence, right? So that way he could feel like, okay, he's already working with a realtor. I kind of like smooth my way into it. I assume that I'm already the realtor. I start acting like a realtor. And there's a really good quote from Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker that you could reach out to. And he was talking about how the world will not react to what you say, but the world will react to what you are. So if I act as if I'm already his realtor and I start sharing information and asking questions that are helpful to understand the situation, by all means, I'll be able to then, get my foot in the door, and he'll start to understand and see that, hey, this is the realtor I got already. Like, I don't need to look around and shop around for another realtor. I already got the guy. I already met him. We kind of get along. He seems to know his stuff, and everything else. So in the same way, when you start to look out for property, you could absolutely reach out to me and see what you could do. Even through these videos, you can start to get an idea of whether or not you want to work with me or not. So hopefully that makes sense to you. I got to run, but for sure, I'll keep on working and, see what else I can do for you. If you're curious at all about making a move anytime soon, reach out to me. I would love to at least get on the phone with you and share some ideas, share some plans, let you know whether or not it's a good time to buy. Because I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's not the best time to buy. It's not the best time to sell a house. So if you are desperate, if you need to get the house sold, by all means, I'll find a way to get it sold for you. But you obviously have to trust your realtor to make the moves for you, okay? So without all that said, by all means, reach out to me, subscribe, and like this video, like this post here that I have here on Facebook. I want to say to you, thanks a lot for joining me on this live stream. And yeah, I'll go ahead and reach out to you whenever the time does come. So with that said, go ahead.